Now I'll show you some of the others that we compared with a moment ago. This product is the filtered egg crate looking material. Again, it's a 20-foot long shingle over ridge vent. When it's installed, we see a metal cap right now. That'll actually be shingles on top, just like you'd see on the LOR30. So I'll put it on the booth and we'll fill it back up again with some fog and let you see how it works. Again, we're trying to remember, we want to get as much air into the intake as we can. We want it to circulate throughout the entire attic space, then ultimately exhaust its way out through the top of the ridge, through the ridge vent. But you can see very clearly that very little exhaust is taking place at the top. In fact, what's happened is that whole system is turned over now, and you can see the soffits, which are designed to be intakes, are now being forced to work as the exhaust for the system. We're trying to get about a 10 turnover ratio per hour. So that means every 6 minutes we want to clear out this entire attic space with air. We can't do that obviously if the systems are turning upside down and forcing what should be exhaust down to the intake portion. So this is the egg crate material, egg crate filter. Certainly won't happen with all the products, right? Let's try the next one. This is the filter covered plastic cardboard ridge vent. Again, a shingle over ridge vent, comes in a roll, comes in a 20-foot length. I'll put this one on and we'll see how it performs. So again, I'll use my theatrical fog to represent heat and moisture, and as we would expect it to do, we want to see plenty of air moving into the soffit, circulating throughout the attic space and exhausting out the top. But again, no external baffle on this. We have the same result as the egg crate material. We're seeing that a lot of heat and moisture now, instead of coming out of the exhaust, is being forced all the way down to the soffit. We've turned this system over on its head again. We're never going to get enough air out of this system to be able to turn the air completely every 6 minutes. If we had an external baffle, this wouldn't be the case. In fact, let me show you. I'll make my own external baffle and we'll see what the true value of an external baffle is. It's a hard piece of metal. I'm just going to put it up over the wind and watch what happens at the soffit and watch what happens at the exhaust. You see now how we're starting to get a draw back into that soffit area. We're starting to bring air back into the intake the way it's supposed to work. You see up at the top now, we're starting to get a lot of smoke coming out of the exhaust vent. Well, watch what happens again. The minute I take this metal piece off, this external baffle off, you see immediately now that smoke pushes back down onto the soffits and out of the soffits, rendering them useless. They're designed to bring air in, and they're being forced now to push air out. So that's the filtered plastic cardboard material. Finally, let me show you the scouring pad material. Again, I'll say it again, this is a shingle over ridge vent by design. It comes in a 20-foot long roll. I'll put it on and we'll see how it performs. And again, lots of heat and moisture coming out of the intake, not going out of the exhaust. We're trying to get ambient temperature. We're trying to not only move that heat and moisture out of the attic space, we're trying to get some cooler air in to help cool the attic space down as best we can. But without an external baffle, it's never going to work. So one more time, I'll show you the Lomanco's Lo-Omniroll LOR30 product on there, and we'll see, just watch how fast this chamber clears out. And just like that, the whole system turns back over and starts working the way it's supposed to. You can see very clearly now we're getting good draw into the intake. It's circulating throughout the attic space and exhausting out the top.